stopped them. Them 2 police cars and went this way.
What
The
happened
rest
on
of
the
them,
incident right here?
so they was handling that. We seen the 2 police cars turn and come down this way. Now the rest of them, after them 9 shots rang out, they going that way. To me, they either had to stop this car, they let these people go, they let the boy and the girl go. When them 9 shots rang out, they got a car, or a description of a car. And they all flying around here. They wasn't looking for them.
So that incident right when it happened, what happened?
When I came down this way, because I saw the police car turn flying this way. He parked right there. Mm-hmm. I heard the baby yelling. You could hear her. My daughter heard her. I left my daughter because I started running this way. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out what all the police doing.
What about the cameras?
They all riding around here. Now, the only thing I can't get is all the police they had the street blocked off there already. Okay. They on foot. Police up here, the police that passed me on foot. Something happened over here in this alley. Now, and had people tell us that the girl had came out the alley. Now, I'm telling you, I didn't see none of what was over there. Okay. All I seen was when she was coming past, he jumped out in front of the car and he just said stop and started shooting. He kept running up, he was getting closer on the car. She swerved, he moved out of the way. Somehow the car in reverse. I don't know if she stuck it in reverse, what she did, but the car started. She on the gas.
Was that
I
after
think
she was
shot?
shot?
I don't think the police knew he hit her.
Okay.
She didn't know she was hit.
So this was after the shots was fired when the
exactly.
car...
So I think what
Shots
happened
fired
was
first.
she passed out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And when she came to, her foot on that gas. That's what caused her to keep spinning. I thought she got hit by the police car the way it's just spinning. You know what I'm saying? By the time I get, because I can't see, I can't see the car. But I see it spinning over here once I get right here on this other side of this truck. But I moved out the way because the police ran past me to ask him, was he okay? The car was spinning. While the car spinning, he was still shooting at me.
So we appreciate that narrative you giving because we got a different narrative from the police, man. So we need the real.
And the boy didn't die. I saw the news thing. The boy did not die on the way to the hospital. He died next to the car. And they ran up, and the video gonna show it. They ran up and they drug the boy to the middle of the street. Matter of fact, when the ambulance came, they went to pick the boy up. They knew he was already dead because they dropped him and went to the girl. They told the ambulance to go get the girl because they knew he was already dead. And to keep the people that was coming up from freaking out on it, they pretended the boy wasn't dead. He was dead when they drugged him. He was already dead. They drugged him to the street. And they started acting like they was doing CPR. And they didn't did that, so they knew he was dead. They were trying to
He's going through the motion. Appreciate
it. Holly, like he knew they was coming. It was like an ambush. And I think they mixed them up with something else that happened that night with some shots that was fired because the police kept running over somebody. I couldn't see what exactly happened over here in this area, but a girl was recording and some people came out of this mission also that heard the girl screaming over here by the alley. Now, later on that night, we heard the police saying they was looking for a weapon. They trying to find a weapon all behind this building. There wasn't no weapon because the girl and them came this way. They traveled this way. The cop hollered stop, and he got out. And when he hollered stop, he just started shooting immediately. I saw the car swerve. The cop jumped out the way. And he just continued shooting. At that time...
I can back up again. Where was the car? Show me where the car was.
I'm back there. The car was coming this way. The car was here.
And it was stopped?
It was spinning. He was shooting at the car he already shot. I don't think the girl knew she was shot. I don't think the cop knew he shot the girl.
Was the car stopped before he began shooting?
The girl passed out. That's what happened. The girl ended up passing out. I think when she came to, or whatever she was doing, in the midst of what she did was, I think when she passed out, she was already in the midst of putting the car in reverse. So when she came to, her foot on the gas pedal, that's when she was spinning
she was
around.
already shot.
And the police were still shooting at the car until it backed up into that building.
The police account is that the officer was approaching and the car suddenly went into reverse. He was in fear for his safety and began
If he was
shooting.
approaching the car,
so tell me what
he would have been approaching the car. If he was going to get hurt, he would have been approaching the car from the back. He was standing right here.
So his location was not behind the car.
It was not behind the car.
He was not behind the car.
She was spinning in a circle before she hit that wall. So there was no way he was in reverse coming towards the officer. The officer jumped out. Look at the windshield. The bullet's coming right through the windshield.
How many shots did you see fired?
I didn't even hear. It was 6 bullet casings when I walked up here. It was 4 right there, 2 over here.
So wait, are you saying she ended up shot through the windshield?
I think the boy got shot through the windshield. And that was the first shot that went through there. And the car started, I'm telling you, the car was spinning. He was shooting the car while it was spinning.
You think this was a case of mistaken identity or something?
I think what happened was they mixed that up, whatever this car was. I guarantee the police got a call about a shooting over here. Because while we was walking this way, we heard the shot. That's what made me and my daughter walk back this way. We seen all the police surrounding the area. Whatever incident happened, I believe that they let them go because that car, I seen them pass. I had seen them pass. So in between the time they passed and I walked down the street, they was free to go. They was just doing it, going on about life. Whatever was happening around them, they already had a perimeter around here. So when that car came, that police officer was already out his car when he ran up on the car. They started shooting.
Hey, how you doing?
He yelled stop and was firing, and that was it. I heard the girl, her hands went up. She said, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it, I didn't try to run you over. We ain't got no gun or nothing." And the girl when the girl was leaned up against the wall right there, because the police officer, she was leaning against the wall. She didn't know she was shot because she kept worrying about the boy. She said, "You didn't have to shoot him." They drug that boy in that street like he already dead. What you dragging him in the street for? Like a piece of meat. Then you pretended like you knew he was dead and you was doing CPR and you was doing that to keep people from getting any closer to seeing that he was already dead. The girl was leaning against the wall. When the ambulance came, they knew he was dead. The officers told him he was dead because they went to pick him up and they dropped him back down and they went to get the girl.
What's your name, sir?
Darrell Mosier.
Can you spell that for us?
DARRELL, last name MOSIER.
Have you talked to police?